Alrighty then. Yeah, time to get her started. It's that time. Sugar beet season is high. Before Kerbo gets here, I just need to do a little bit of testing. So far, I may be in trouble. It looks like the helpers are not fans of the sugar beet harvester. So let's just hire one here. Go get the truck. Let's see how that works out for us. It's a little bit of a heavy load too for this old International. Let's see here. All the way down. Try to get underneath there before she quits. Trying to find a way by making headlands to see if the helpers will carry on and not just quit on me as soon as they get to the end of a row like that. You bastards. Just bailed on me, didn't you? You just bailed. Alright. Let's see what you do with this. A little bit more experimentation is worth it. So what I'm hoping is that maybe just the field definitions on these fields are not the best. So, oh, there he goes. Okay, this is kind of working. Okay, let's get moving again. Hit the cruise control, get him lined up. Maybe a little bit further ahead. Oh, wait a minute, is my truck full? Yeah, truck's full. Okay, let's go dump this. By the time I get back, he'll be full again. So we will have to deal with it. And of course, you know, the helper's just gonna bail on me for that reason. And this is going to be a fair amount of running around. The good thing is we get a nice wide swath being taken out of the field every time. So that's not a bad deal. But there's going to be some big beet piles around here. Because, boy, are these fields producing. Alright, come on, turn it. There you go. Yep, alright, there we go. Let's put that one on top of this one. Back it up a little bit. There we go. And just unload it right there. Yeah. And back it up a little bit more. Make a bigger pile. Slightly bigger pile. Alright. Forward a bit. Alright. There we go. That should be all of them. Yeah. Okay, we're empty. Let's go find our buddy over here and see if we can get him to cooperate. It may have been a little bit ambitious of me to rent 4 of these machines. I think we're barely going to keep up with 2 of them with these 2 trucks because the actual beet hopper is only about 18,000 inside the harvester. Small hopper, big header. So they don't take much time to fill up, that's for sure. And I think just servicing 1 of them per truck might be a maximum. Now this is Kerbo's 7R. We'll just let this thing empty out. It's going to take a little bit of doing. Anyway, so I'm going to, the sun is setting right now, so we'll go as long as we can tonight to see what we can get going, and then you know, we'll probably have a couple of days worth of sugar beet harvesting. What could possibly go wrong? So I will talk to you guys in just a moment.
Ain't nothing but cornfields stretching out as far as you can see. Up ahead, behind, and in between. Ain't nothing but cornfields. Yeah, yeah, this is who I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Yeah, so best laid plans and all that stuff. As you can see, I'm the one sitting in the harvester. It got a little tough there trying to find some decent help around here. Turns out that my whole plan of having 4 of these puppies going and hiring a bunch of people out to do it for us, yeah, not so much. The locals don't like the setup of the fields, and they don't like turning around at the end of them. So every time we hire someone, they make 1 row, and then they just up and quit and leave. So I got Mr. Kerbo over there on the truck. Howdy, Kerbo. You got your ears on?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Another dump in this giant pile of beets here.
That giant pile of beets it is, man. It's going to be insane. What's going on here? Is it still picking? Yeah, it's still picking up. So yeah, so the 2 of us are just going back and forth and back and forth. It's 1 pass down this side of the road is netting us about 60,000 liters in beets per pass. So you just do the math on that. 16 rows at a time, going all the way down to the tree line over there. I'm willing to bet we're going to be pulling about 1.5 million in beets off of this side of the road. And then we got the whole other side to do. So yeah, we're going to need some help. So yeah, if you got nothing to do for the next couple of days and you're looking for a job harvesting beets, drop me a line and we may have something for you to do for a little while. Because, man, it's a lot of beets. Alright, let's see if I can get myself lined up here without destroying too much stuff. And straight on. And have I got my pipe out? Nope, I don't. Let's see. Come on now. There we go. Look at that. We're doing this like a couple of pros over here.
Yeah, pros. That's the word I have.
That's what we were doing. Yeah, professionalism. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's a lot of beets. I may have screwed this up completely, but that's all right. It's gonna be fun. You know that, but that's the thing, right? Is people always go out and they do all the field work and then they get ready to rock and roll, and then the harvest is just over, right? It's like 25 minutes and you've harvested the whole field. This will be a little bit more than 25 minutes. This may be a couple of weeks of harvesting videos, folks. Just brace yourselves.
That's the 2-hour harvest videos. The next one is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I did get a note from Brandon. He said that, you know, for him, anything less than a half hour, and he's a little disappointed in me. So we may have to do an all Brandon special where we give him 3 hours of going back and forth in the field and yammering on.
That ought to fix him right up.
Yeah, that'll be the last time he asks for anything on my channel. You know, every now and then I go out and I do one of the live streams, and it's like, you know, I'll live stream for 4 or 5 hours, and when you got, you know, a half dozen people in the chat, you can do that. But when you're recording videos like this and you don't have, you know, somebody with you to chit chat with, I kind of run out of stuff to say after about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've tried to do longer videos per request, but sometimes there's nothing really to talk about. I'm not an overly chatty person.
No, that's it. Yeah. Although you put one together that was almost 50 minutes a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I've done a couple that were pushing an hour.
I do like that trailer. It's got a nice industrial feel to it, and I like the. It's got like a couple of straps, a couple of cleats on the side of it for tying down a tarp, I guess.
Yeah. Works pretty well.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm a huge fan of this truck.
No, the truck is
Trailer's
just
nice.
the truck is just broken enough to make it something I would use. Hey, at this stage of the game, I was just thrilled that it had working headlights.
I was going to ask if the lights work. 'Cause
Yes.
It is getting towards sunset.
Yeah, the lights work, and then you actually get a high beam and a low beam and running lights. So
Wow.
yeah, so they went nice on that one.
You know, when I first climbed into this truck, it was all nice and clean. And the dash isn't broken and the gauges work. I wasn't entirely sure it was your truck, Mark.
It didn't have a blanket for a seat cover.
Didn't steal this somewhere, did you?
No.
All right.
No. It goes with the look of this farm, right? It's like the
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
something a little different.
I got some relatively new equipment on the farm. I mean, when it came time to start up my hobby sheep farm, I went right back to the Rust. But beyond that, the John Deeres are right off the factory floor. Oops, not that one. Apparently I haven't figured out how to use the gearbox yet. Hang on. Alright. And now I can do it. How are you making up out there? You making a nice big pile?
Yep, I'm headed back your way.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and start on my run then. So here's something for you. Is this thing set? Huh. The speedometer is saying 10 miles an hour, but the game is saying 6 miles an hour.
Well, the speedometer on the tractor is always going to be kilometers per hour. No matter
Oh,
what
it
your
is?
specs are.
Okay. Because it actually has the MPH written down, but I guess they just don't change the units on the
Right.
on the data that's actually feeding it.
Yeah, they use the artwork for what it would normally be IRL, but they didn't bother to change the numbers in the gap.
Oh, okay. Well, that's slightly unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a little disconcerting.
Oh well, we'll go by the GPS.
There you go.
If it's anything like boats, you never trust the speedometer on a boat.
Are they called speedometers on a boat?
They're called knot meters because we measure our speeds in
Right.
knots.
I knew that much.
Yeah. But if you go up to somebody on a boat and you call it a speedometer and they lose their mind at you, you're on the wrong boat. Just get off. Somebody's taking the whole thing way too seriously. Just walk away.
Right. The meter that reads the speed, the speedometer.
Exactly. When I started sailing, I had a lot of time talking to people about ropes, and apparently people will get uppity about having them be called ropes. They're lines, and
I
it's
see.
like, okay, be that way. I still call them ropes. There you go. Now you got your lights on.
Yeah, they're nice and bright.
Maybe I should turn mine on too and blind you. It's not quite dark enough for lights yet. I think I'm okay with this setup.
There's a lot of beats over here, Mark.
Oh, there's a lot of beats out here too. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm pretty sure you can see this pile from space.
You might be able to see it from space, but in this game, with the draw distance, I can't see it from where I am.
That's true. You got a good point there.
So
It's like earlier, I was following you. I'm like, where are you dumping? Because it hadn't rendered in, so I got on top with it.
there you go.
2018, we can't draw stuff past 200 meters.
No. Why would you want to do something like that? That would make it a fancy game. Probably have to pay more. All right, I think I'm full. So I'm just going to turn her around here and we'll get going again.
All right.
Let's just take a little bit off the top to give me room to move, and then we'll head down. Just a bit off the sides. Oops. I'm going to pull ahead a bit more.
Oh, did I get up too far?
Yeah. Right about there. I'll load it into the front of your truck there. There you go. Perfect.
I can hear your buttons. They have a very satisfying click.
They do have a very satisfying click. All right, I'm going to start the run.
Ah, there's beats in the cab. Look out.
Yeah. SimStation keeps talking about cab corn. He wouldn't be very happy with this.
I know. Beats hurt.
They're big. I was watching a video on YouTube actually about beet harvesting in, I think it's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And it's massive. Just absolutely insane. Like they go for weeks and weeks and weeks of 24-hour days just filling the sugar factory.
Crazy.
And the farmers own the sugar factory.
Oh.
They shut it down a bunch of years back, and they actually sort of all got together and got the money together and bought it for themselves.
There you go.
It's pretty interesting. And I found out, I was wondering if beets in Missouri was a thing. Apparently the only thing beets are used for in Missouri is they spray it on the roads to melt the snow.
Yeah, I've heard of that in some places.
Yeah. They make beet alcohol, I guess, and they use that for melting snow.
Yeah, I think they mostly use salt around here on St. Louis. But when I went to college down in kind of south central Missouri in Rolla, they actually used suet because they had a coal-fired power plant.
Oh, okay.
And they spread that to get rid of the snow.
Wow.
Plus it gives you a little extra traction too. It's kind of gritty.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if they still do that sort of thing.
I don't know. I don't know if they still have the coal power plant. The campus was actually powered by the coal power plant.
Right.
But that was 25 years ago. So
Yeah, a lot of things
maybe
have
gone by
changed.
now.
Yeah, the other thing that I ran into, the other thing that they bought in Toronto is they melt the snow. They have like giant snow melting machines. So it basically just it picks up the big snow banks and then just blasts them with heat and flushes the water down the sewer. Cuts down on their
okay.
trucking cost, I guess.
Yeah. Just about full here.
Yeah. Well, folks, we're just going to keep going around in circles here out on the field and picking up more beets. Like I said, we're going to need a hand at some point with these things. So drop me a line in the comments and maybe we can bring you in and we can get these suckers done. All right, you guys have a beautiful night. Thank you very much, Kerbo, for joining in this evening.
No problem. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.